Hello, Namaskar. I am Naveen Sharma. Welcome to Victory IAS Academy. Student, I hope you aware that our history classes are going on, and I am your host Naveen Sharma. So, students, let's move towards a new topic. Today, we have to discuss about the Gandhian era. But a most important topic for the UPSC pre-mains, and sometime if you take history subject or not be, but the in interview the question arise about it. So this topic is very important for you because from this topic we reach to our independence movement. So let's start this topic, okay? Gandhian era या Gandhi period. But it is a journey to a person from Mohandas to become Mahatma Gandhi. So basically, this topic is very important for you. So Gandhian period, I hope some basic questions were there, which everyone know. So I am not going deep on that one. I focus on those questions which UPSC currently asking. Okay. So basic awareness. 2nd October 1869, Porbandar, Gujarat. Mohandas born. Father name was Karamchand Gandhi, who was also known as Kuba Gandhi. Mother name was Putli Bai. She was the fourth wife of Karamchand Gandhi. Brother Lakshmi Das Gandhi and Karsan Das Gandhi. And Gandhiji also had one sister. Her name is Lalita Behan. Okay. And sometime in Gandhian book also, it was mentioned as restless as Mercury. So previously, if you take the history subject, this kind of quotation sometime the keywords also describes. Okay. Primary education Gandhiji take from the Porbandar. Okay. In age of 13, he was married with Kasturba Malkanji Kapadia. Okay, which later known as Kasturba Gandhi. Okay, Gandhiji has four sons. Basically, in modern time, many students are confused with the actual son of Gandhiji. So sometime you have to also understand Gandhiji has four sons, Harilal, Devdas, Manilal and Ramdas. Okay. Gandhiji did his barristership from the London Law College Inner Temple. Okay. But so basically at here you have to understand Gandhiji was born in a family where they have a huge children were there. So there his father is not a big rich person like Motilal Nehru, another one. So that's why they have a shortage of lack of monetary terms in his house. So once he stole, once Gandhiji has stolen some gold of his father, gold of his brother, which kept by his father. Okay. So after this incident, he realized the values of relations and many things. Okay. And he promised himself that he never do anything stealing type of activity. And once his teachers called Gandhiji for the telling a lie, so Gandhiji decided that in my life I never will speak out wrong, speak out lie. Okay. So this is Gandhiji, how the Gandhiji changed. Then what happened, beta? After completing the law, Gandhiji arrived India back and he had opened one office and Gandhiji, Mohandas Law Associate, but it was failed. No client he got. Finally, he got a one case, or basically Gandhiji get a one reference case of Dada Abdullah and brothers. This was a shipping company whose trade is going from the Africa. But due to this trade, they have a one case held. So this Dada Abdullah and sons need a person who go to South Africa and who visited South Africa, and basically South African lawyers who were unable to understand Hindi or side of the Dada Abdullah. So he need a person who went there and discuss the things, what the lawyers were said and what he want to say. So it would be the post of language entrepreneur. Okay. So Gandhiji 1893, in case of Dada Abdullah, visited South Africa. Okay, but there have a gap in India and South African things. In India, if you are an educated Indian, live like Britishers, wearing coat pant and speaking English language, their behavior with Indians are same. They behave like it. But if you are a poor Indian, look like a blackish and this kind of things happened, then they have problem for you. But in Africa, there have a two class or two racial groups were there, just like a blackish and white. these white people has all powers, and these blackies were treated as not basically same as animal also. They treated more bad than animals also. So that's why you can understand which kind of conditions the people were there. So what happened at here, when Gandhiji reached South Africa, he took a train ticket of first class. In India, if you are educated Indian, wearing the clothes like Britishers, you can sit in the A class. But Africa, it was not allowed. So what happened? Gandhiji faced the first time radical in Africa through the train at Peter Maritzburg after refusing to leave the first class. But when Gandhiji said that I will not go there because I'm just like Britishers, the coachman asked him that you please go back, otherwise you are not allowed there. But when Gandhiji criticized or Gandhiji said something, he was thrown on the station. Later on, he was kicked into a gutter for daring to walk near the house. But at that time, if you are in Africa, if you are blackish or sometime Indians also treat in that one, if your color is little bit black, so you are not allowed to walk on a footpath. So believe this kind of situation in Africa that they were not allowed. And when Gandhiji was walking through a house, walking near a house, he was thrown on a gutter. Okay. The magistrate of Durban court ordered Gandhiji to remove his turban, which he refused to do so. So they asked Gandhiji that you have to remove your turban. So now you understand that which kind of discriminations was going in Africa that time. So these kind of things were going on. Then the Natal government passed a new discrimination voting bill. Okay. So what happened at there? Many things were like in this matter were going on. So 1893, Gandhiji reached there. So after reaching there, he established Natal Indian Congress in 1894. Okay, Natal Indian Congress in 1894, you have to underline the first party formed by the Gandhiji. It was the Natal Indian Congress, 1894. Okay, student, you also have to remember one thing in your mind, that Gandhiji went there only for a 1 year. But due to this Natal bill and other bills, he has to extend his period. So Gandhiji spent 22 years of his beautiful life there. Some books mention 23 also, but at here no one is ready to write the things, okay? So you have to mention 1893 he went there, and 1915 he came back. So 22 years he spent there, okay? Okay, then what happened? Gandhiji decided to extend his period. He spent 22 years. In this 22-year period, Gandhiji did many things. Firstly, you have to understand, Gandhiji took part in a Boer battle, or a Boer war. But a Boer war is basically they have a blackish and whitish fight, and okay. So Gandhiji participated in Garh Yudh, just like a house war of South Africa. So in this war, Gandhiji started a ambulance service known as the Natal Indian Ambulance Corps. If you do the Google now, sometime if you do Google the Gandhiji's image, you found one Gandhiji image in which he was in the dress of soldiers. So it was the dress of Natal Indian Ambulance Corps, okay? Gandhiji and his 37 other Indians received the Queen's South Africa Medal. Okay, later on when Gandhiji arrived in India, he also got for this service, he got the title of Kesari, okay? In 1906, the transversal government promulgated a new act compelling registration to the colonies of Indian and Chinese population. Gandhiji started first satyagraha against it. But what happened at there? If you come from India or other countries, you have to take a license. So at here, transversal government passed a bill that you have to carry your license every time with you. But demand of Gandhiji and other ones were that once we arrived, we shown the license to you, then what is the need to show the license again and again or carry this license? So Gandhiji was unhappy with it. So he started a satyagraha. Okay. So Gandhiji firstly want to create the equal feelings among the Indians and to spread the knowledge. So he started Indian Opinion newspaper. Many times this question arises previously that what was the name of Gandhi's newspaper which he started in South Africa. It was Indian Opinion. He also set up two ashrams were there. First one was the Phoenix ashram, farm. It was near the Durban. Okay, Gandhiji trained the cadre of the for peaceful restaurant. So this Phoenix ashram, people called it House of Non-Violence Satyagraha. Okay. This form is considered the birthplace of Satyagraha. You have to underline. Sometimes this point are given that about Gandhiji out of 4, which quotation was wrong, yeah, which quotation is right. So sometimes this kind of quotations were used. Then Gandhiji was inspired from the philosophy of Leo Tolstoy. So on his philosophy, he established the second ashram, the Tolstoy farm, which is considered as the place where the Satyagraha was molded into a weapon of protest. But the idea of Satyagraha is different thing, and how to apply this Satyagraha. So which Satyagraha was born in Phoenix, it was practically applied in Tolstoy form. Okay, beta? The first non-violent Satyagraha was against the transversal Asiatic ordinance, which was constituted against the local Indians. I hope you are aware that previously I talked about the transversal act that you have to carry your license and other thing. The non-violence movement of in 1908, but after meeting with General Smuts, who was the British Commonwealth statesman, Gandhiji was released from the jail and okay, many things were held at here. Okay, sometimes student consider that in this whole period Gandhiji stayed in Africa only. No, beta. In many times between this period he arrived India. So if anyone asks you what give the name of the first session of Congress in which Gandhiji participated, many students ask me that sir 1915 he arrived. So maybe the session of 1915. No, beta. It was the 1901 Calcutta session when was the first time Mahatma Gandhi appeared in the Congress platform. Okay, so it was the journey that how Gandhiji went to South Africa and what the things he did in South Africa and when he came back. So between 9 January 1915, Gandhiji came back to India. He called himself the British Sergeant. But I hope you all aware that from 1914 to 1918, the First World War was going on. So when Gandhiji arrived back from the Africa, 22 years he spent there. So after 22 years, if you reach your area, I hope you all found that it was changed. Because due to time, many changes arrived. So you found a change. So you decided that this change bring by any government. So for a sake, sometime you said that, wow, what a government, this government changed a lot. So same thing happened with Gandhiji. When Gandhiji arrived back after 22 years, he found that India has totally changed. So he said that this change arrived by the Britishers. So he said Britishers has done very well. So we also have to support Britishers. So we have to participate in British army and give the support to Britishers. So that's why Gandhiji called himself that I am a British sergeant and I want that to join British army. At here the entry of Gandhiji's political guru Gopal Krishna Gokhale held. Gopal Krishna Gokhale advised Gandhiji that before saying anything, you firstly move out and check the India and also think that what is actually going on. So when Gandhiji really travel a lot in India, he realized that for it was a window dressing by the Britishers that for looking, it looked that India is shining, but the actual condition of India is totally bad. So that's why Gandhiji now stand against the Britishers. Okay. So Gopal Krishna Gokhale was the political guru of Mahatma Gandhiji, and political guru of Gopal Krishna Gokhale was, I hope you all know, Justice Ranade. Mahadev Govind Ranade. Okay, beta? Okay, so after the, now we have to discuss the events 1915 to 1922, what were going what was going in that time in India. So, beta, on advice of Gandhi ji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale Gandhi ji traveling whole India, in midway, the Lucknow session of 1916 of Congress took place. Beta, this Lucknow session of Congress is very important for us. Because beta, in this Lucknow session, you realize that previously the liberals and extremists which move away different sides, now they all combine together and they both come. Okay, so this session is famous for the merging of Garamdal and Naramdal, or liberal or extremist. And in this session, the first time, Muslim League also participated by the hard work of Annie Besant. Okay, Muslim League, which was established in 1906 Dhaka by the Nawab of Salimullah of Dhaka Nawab, by hard work of them. Okay. Shaukat Ali, Liaquat Ali, and many others leaders also participated. So this Muslim League is going in different directions, but now in 1916, first time the Muslim League, Naramdal, Garamdal, and all come together. Gandhiji also arrived. Ambika Charan was the president of this session, and a huge discussion took place. And this is a historical session of Congress period. Okay. Then, beta, in this session, there have a one farmer. Pandit Rajkumar Shukla met Gandhiji, and he asked Gandhiji that I am from the Champaran, Bihar, and in Champaran there have a wrong practice were going on, and I request you that you please come and go with me, and go there with me. But what happened at there? Gandhiji think in his mind that I went Africa for 1 year, and I took a charge, and 22 years of my life I spent there. And this is my own country. If I stand against Britishers, maybe it is not good. So I have to take some time, and I have to analyze the things properly. So Gandhiji first time said that after 2 months I am in Calcutta, then please come, and then we will go. As Gandhiji went there, found that person was there. Then Gandhiji said, okay, after 5 months I am in Delhi, then I will come go with you. And when the Gandhiji came for Delhi meeting, he found that person was there. So finally Gandhiji decided to go there for the Champaran. The historical moment of Gandhiji's life, the Champaran Satyagraha. Beta, you have to understand that what is the condition of Champaran. Beta, previously from this event, there have a Neel Satyagraha held. I hope many of you have know the one book name, the Anand Math, and Neel Darpan. Neel Darpan is the book which talk about the Neel Satyagraha a lot. And in Anand Math, they have a different collisions of different satyagrahas, just like Sannyasi revolt also they mention. But in Neel Darpan, you found a very actual view of the farmers. So, but after the Neel Satyagraha, Britishers were not directly applied the forcing law that you have to forcefully cultivated the indigo. But what they did, they said that let's apply a 3 kathia system. But if you are farmer, you get to know that 1 katha, there have a katha means 22 parts of the thing, and 3 katha means out of 20, 3 parts you have to cultivate it indigo. So 3 kathia system was going on. Okay. So at here the farmers forced by a European indigo planter to cultivate it 3 by 20 parts of your land, okay, with indigo. So 3 by 20 part of your land you have to plant indigo. So what is the specialty at there? After planting it, your land become banjar. So again your land divided in 20 parts, then 3 parts you have to basically plant indigo. So by one, your land is becoming unfertile, and this is the one thing. Secondly, what happened that in same era, Germany started to produce the indigo from the machines. So in market, the Germany indigo was a little bit cheap. So that's why the Britishers faced the loss, and all the loss they put on the farmers of Indian, and they have the condition of farmers are also very high, and later on some jurmanas also put on them, so their condition become worst. Several exploitation, high rents, low payments, harsh treatment by the planters. So these conditions were going on at there. So Gandhiji invited by the Rajkumar Shukla. He was a local peasant from the Champaran, persuaded Gandhiji to visit. This marks the beginning of Gandhi's active role in Indian mass politics, the first movement by Gandhiji. Gandhiji defied British orders. But what happened when Gandhiji decided to went there? So in meanwhile, in midway, they reached in one lawyer's house in Patna. Later on, this lawyer known as the Dr. Rajendra Prasad, in this house, the servant of Rajendra Prasad behaved Gandhiji just like a local farmer. Okay, they have many stories were out of it. Okay, so this kind of things happen. And finally, what happened? Gandhiji, when reached Champaran, the Champaran DM sent out one letter that don't try to enter in Champaran. It was against the law, and we are not allowed you to enter in at here. So Gandhiji firstly stayed before the Champaran and he studied all the documents of case. And when he totally satisfied with his case, he entered in Champaran. As he entered in Champaran, he was arrested and kept in front of judge. But what is the difference between Gandhiji and others? This thing happened with many other lawyers also. But what is the big gap between Gandhiji? So when the British judge asked Gandhiji that you come here and it was against the law, so I put a fine on 5,000 on you, pay this fine and go. So what was the other person's approach? They tried to say that, sir, this is so high amount, please forgive me, please give some concern. But what was the approach of Gandhiji? He said, I have nothing to pay, so I want to go jail. Send me jail. Judge was totally confused. What I have to do? He was with, because he very well know that whole court area, sorry, whole court area was basically full with the black farmers. So he also have to we go back his home. So he said to Gandhiji, okay, I realize that you are a little poor, you have nothing to pay, so okay, you pay 2500 and go. Gandhiji said, no answer, I have nothing to pay. And then Gandhiji asked the lawyers who were seated there that if British government arrested me, what would you do? Firstly, this lawyer want to say that we go back to our home. But suddenly they realized that all the farmers were listening our talk. We are getting the case by these farmers. So if we not stand with this farmer, that person, Gandhiji, who come from outside and he stand for this farmer, but we are not standing, it means we are destroying our career also. So all the lawyers now stand out and say to lawyers, judge, that if Gandhiji is sent to jail, then we also want to go for jail. And whole court area surrounding that we want to go jail, sent us jail. Finally, the judge said, okay, I think that you have no mistake, you have no query. So, okay, I will release you. And then Gandhi said, what about the farmers? So a committee was set up there. Gandhiji also made a member of this committee. And finally, okay, investigation committee was formed. British formed a committee to investigate the planters' abuses. Gandhiji included in as a member. His finding exposed planter exploitation. So what were the major outcome? Teen Katia system abolished. Now no one able to force the farmers to plant indigo. Farmers received compensation and the better terms. Okay, and at here, British government said that. Yeah, this committee said demanded that 50% return for the farmers, but petitioner said that planters also suffered a loss. So 25% return of the actual exploitation amount taken from farmer would be returned back. So farmer asked Gandhiji that, sir, you demanded 50%, but what happened? You are satisfied in 25%. So Gandhiji said, the first time Britishers were ready and accepted that they exploit ourselves. So it is good for us that they are paying something. So finally, it was a major successful event of Indian history where the Gandhiji forced British government, yeah, forced Britishers to leave the side of British planters. Okay, it marked the beginning of Gandhiji leadership in the national movement. After beta this, okay, sometimes the question also come after this moment, yeah, in this moment, give the spot persons who spotted Gandhiji. Okay, if you check the previous UPSC paper, you found that out of 4 who participated in the Kheda movement, who participated in the Champaran movement, this kind of questions arise. So for your knowledge, I am giving it sketch. That Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he was the local lawyer of Bihar, helped organize pageants and collective testimonials there. Testimonies there. J.B. Kriplani, also known as Acharya Kriplani, young professor of Muzaffarpur, assisted Gandhiji in investigation and mobilization of the people. The Brij Kishore Prasad, he was prominent Bihar lawyer and very famous person, supported legal aspects of the movement. Mahadev Desai, Gandhiji's personal secretary, recorded testimonies, helped with the documentations. Narahari Parikh, his name is very important, underline this one. Narahari Parikh, close followers who helped in social uplift work. Rajkumar Shukla, the peasant who brought Gandhiji to Champaran. Or Anugrah Narayan Sinha, Bihar leader who later became the major figure of state politics. So beta, these were the person who spotted Gandhiji a lot in this moment. After this moment, Gandhiji reached to Kheda. The Kheda movement took place. It was beta, basically the crop was failure in the Kheda, but British government asked farmers, yeah, forced farmer to pay the revenue. At here, what happened that farmers' condition is totally bad. So Gandhiji arrived in a screen. 1917, 1918, Kheda faced several crop failure due to the drought. Peasant could not pay the land revenue. British refused to remit tax, even though production was below 1/4 of the normal. Violation of Bombay Land Revenue Code. But at here, sometimes you have to mention that some law are very important. So a Bombay Land Revenue Code said that if the total revenue was decreased by the 1/4, so no government cannot force the farmers to pay the tax. But at here, the violation of this act is going on. So it was non-violent, no tax campaign. So beta, if anyone asks you, give the first civil disobedience movement of Gandhiji in India. So it was Champaran, where the Gandhiji went there, but Britishers not allowed him, but he went there. So he broken the law. And Kheda movement is basically about the non-corporation type of things. So Gandhiji started non-violent no tax movement, and peasants pledged to not pay any revenue, face confiscation of the land animals if required, stay united despite pressure, satyagraha tactics. Okay, no payment of revenue, peaceful resistance, community solidarity, public meeting, awareness campaign, volunteer help villagers with the supplies and the morals. Okay, in this moment, Gandhiji said to Britishers that, okay, we have a one proposal for you. If you want, you can charge the revenue on big farmers whose condition is little bit good, and give the relaxation to the poor farmer. So finally, British get to know that if this at here the moment start, we lost the revenue from the both. So if the big farmers were able to pay, then we take the revenue from them and give 1 year relaxation to the poor farmer. So this movement is also successful. So one by one, 2 big movements, Gandhiji get the success. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the most important organizer, mobilized farmer village to village, managed discipline and unity. Indulal Yagnik, the youth leader that time, played a major role in mobilizing volunteers and the peasants. Shankarlal Bankar, Gandhiji associate, helped with the coordination and communication. Mahadev Desai, Gandhiji secretary, record keeping, documentation, village surveys. M. Joshi and B.M. Khare, These were the other leaders of this historical movement. So first one, beta, Champaran took place in 1917. In 1918, we reached to the Kheda. After Kheda, in 1918, the third moment took place of Gandhiji history. It was the Ahmedabad mill worker strike. So you have to focus on this, also called the Ahmedabad textile labor satyagraha, one of the earliest industrial satyagraha led by the Mahatma Gandhi. But a conflict between the mill owners and textile workers in the Ahmedabad. But what happened in 1915, the plague became very high in India. So after continuously the plague is going on, so then factory owners asked the laborers, the mill owners asked the laborers that if you work, we will pay you the plague bonus because pricing are very high in market. But till the 1918 arrived, now plague become less. So the some new cases were arriving. So mill owner said that now the plague bonus is ended. But the demand of workers would be there that due to the plague, the prices are still high. So please pay us the plague bonus one more year. But mill work owners were not ready for it. So when Gandhiji listened this thing, Gandhiji is there. Actual case was mill owner withdraw the plague bonus, give the earlier. Worker demanded 50% wage increase due to the high cost of living. Mill owners agree only 20% increase. Strike began. Gandhiji was approached by Ansuya Sarabhai, the leader of workers. Mill owners approached Ambalal Sarabhai, her brother. Gandhiji became the mediator between both sides. So beta, this was the movement, basically a fight between brother and sister also, because sister Ansuya Sarabhai, she supported the workers, and her brother Ambalal Sarabhai, he was supported the mill owners. Okay, Gandhiji became the mediator between both. Ansuya Sarabhai, okay, finally beta, due to the hard work of Gandhiji, both parties were agreed, and mill owners agreed to pay the plague bonus of 50% increase. Ansuya Sarabhai, known as the Mota Ban, elder sister, founded the Ahmedabad Textile Labor Association. But this association is very important. It was the earliest farmer labor association. Mazdoor Mahajan Sangh, key leader who mobilized thousands of mill workers. On another hand, Ambalal Sarabhai, mill owner and industrialist. Through that he represented the employers, he respected Gandhiji deeply. His corporation helped to smooth negotiation. Shankarlal Bankar, Gandhiji associate in Ahmedabad, helped in organizing meeting and maintaining peace. But then Mahadev Desai, Gandhiji secretary, helped with the communication, record keeping. Okay, Vallabhbhai Patel, emerging leader, observed the movement closely, later become a major organizer in Gujarat political movement. Okay, beta. So at here we get to know about discussing about the event held in 1915 to 1922. So beta, in 1917 Champaran Satyagraha took place, 1918 Kheda Satyagraha took place, 1918 Ahmedabad mill workers strike took place. Then beta, what happened in 1918? First World War was ended. In this World War, Indian Muslims supported Britishers on a guarantee that Britishers gave them guarantee that after the war, we will return the position of Khalifa to back. But what happened after First World War ended? Britishers were denied to return the position of Khalifa. So that's why Indian Muslims were not happy with this decision. So all India Khilafat Committee was set up. Ali brothers were very important personality of it. Okay, All India Khilafat Committee was established in 1919. Okay, and its first meeting took place in New Delhi. And you have to understand that Mahatma Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, was appointed, basically appointed as first president of this committee at this meeting, the Delhi meeting. He was become the president. Okay, and they decided to start a Khilafat movement. Okay, So this was the Khilafat movement, which All India Khilafat Committee decided to start. On another hand, many things were going on. When Britishers understand that now three big movements held by the Gandhiji and all are successful, so what happened? British government decided to control Gandhiji. So what the Indian political things they want to control. So what they did, they passed a one bill known as Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt, Rowlatt Act, 1919. But this is known as the black law. People called it black law because beta, this act is forcefully to control the Indians from the basically criticizing the Britishers. They want to control Indians to criticize Britishers. So this act was passed. What is in this act? So this Rowlatt Act said, na appeal, no vakil, no dalil. So if anyone arrested in this act, that person has no right to appeal, no right to hire the lawyer, okay, and the British government not listening his side. So this is the very controllable act. So in every area of India, people stand against this act. Okay, so people stand against this act. So many movements were going on. So in Punjab, there have two big leaders of Punjab that time, Dr. Satpal and Saifuddin Kuchlu. They both were arrested because they are criticizing this act. So on 13 April in 1919, the day was Vaishakhi, they have a holiday, and one announcement was took place that Gandhiji arriving for a meeting, and many people were there, but Gandhiji was arrested in Faridabad and returned back. So at here, they have one comedian or not playing the shows. It was said that that person Rangila is performing some program there. So many publics were there, and finally what happened? Hans Raj, one Indian, he said to Britishers that many peoples were there. He was basically a spy agent of Punjab governor, General O'Dwyer. So General Dwyer asked General Dyer, the Punjab commissioner, and asked him that you do as you want, we not find any moment again in this land. So with this army reached there, they are not want to control the things. They want to create an image that in future no one stand against the Britishers. And General Dyer, who was unhappy with the Indians previously, I hope so. Currently, a movie was arrived, who is dealing with it. Okay. So General Dyer asked the before giving any warning, he direct gave a order to fire. I hope many of you have visited the Jallianwala Bagh. If you visit there, you found that there have only one door, and they have a very small place. Not able to many people were come together, and at their on this door the British army standing, and they have a huge walls all side, and they have a one well in midway. So continuously the bullets were running, and finally many people were died. Not died, it killed. It is the major massacre by the Britishers. But what happened, beta? After this massacre, the Hunter Commission was set up, and this commission said there have a no mistake of General Dyer in it. Congress also established the Tahqiqat Committee, okay, but they are not directly blaming him. Okay, and you totally feel surprised that time Gurdwara moments in some Gurdwaras were going on. So that General Dyer asked by the Mahant of Amritsar Gurdwara that time, and he gave them the title of Rakshak of Sikh. So this kind of things is going on, and how you believe which kind of Indians we are. So Ahmedabad mill workers strike, then Rowlatt Act. In Rowlatt Act, we understand many Indians were Due to Jallianwala Bagh, many Indians were died. So Congress is also want to start a movement. Muslim League started the Khilafat movement. So now Congress is ready for the non-corporation movement. Non-corporation movement. Objective. Gandhiji combined Khilafat plus Punjab, wrongs plus Swaraj, demand giving the movement of pan-India character. Its objective to attain Swaraj, self-rule, through the peaceful means, boycott British institution to make the colonial administration non-functional, unite Hindus and Muslims through the joint action, Khilafat plus Congress, build a mass movement involving peasants, workers, students and women. Gandhiji arrived on Congress stage and said that non-corporation means that to vacate the situation. That if you are studying in government schools, British schools, leave there. If you doing working for the Britishers, leave your work. So whole India combined together against the Britishers. Student went to their principal room and basically say making aeroplane and throne and said, took your school now after independence, we study in our school. The person who were doing job, they also reached on office and gave their resignation the face of the boss and said, took your job in your hand. Now, after independence, we make our own office. So, first time the women cross the boundary of houses and they also actively charge in this moment, taking participation of women, students. Many boycott programs, school, colleges, boycott nationalist institutions, established Jamia Millia Islamia, Kashi Vidyapeeth, and many other things what took place. Law court, many lawyers gave up their practice. C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, Lala Lajpat Rai, they basically surrendered their barricade degrees. Foreign goods, bonifies in the foreign clothes, promotion of the Khadi and Charkha, things were going on. Some titles were written back. Gandhiji returned the Kesari Hind title. C.R. Das returned his title. Surendranath Banerjee also surrendered his titles, and many other resigned from the force. Things. C.R. Deshbandhu, key intellectual and political surroundings. Okay. So this movement was going very hugely, and it was kept that after in 1 year, only in 1 year, India got independence and all come together. Hindu-Muslim unity were there, and something is looking that now we are able to get achievement. Suddenly, what happened? 5 February 1922. The Chori Chora event. A crowd was moving with the slogans, Britishers go back and we achieve our independence, Swaraj and many things. There have one Choki was there, the policemen tried to control the crowd and they forcefully hit some people, and now the public become angry. So all the policemen were kept in this Choki and they fired it. Many policemen were died, and finally after listening this news, Gandhiji said country is not ready for the independence. And Gandhiji took this movement back. Subhash Chandra Bose said, what is it? If Jammu did something and you gave its punishment to Kanyakumari, it is not good. It was a national disaster. Many Indians were also fallen down. Many leaders were important for this moment. C.R. Das Deshbandhu, key intellectual and political supporter. Motilal Nehru helped to boycott the councils. Jawaharlal Nehru mobilized peasants in UP. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel led Kheda and Bardoli movement. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, strongest Muslim leader of supporting Gandhiji. Rajendra Prasad organizing Bihar participation. Subhash Chandra Bose supported boycott and left ICS. Annie Besant initially supporting but later she withdrew and out from this movement. What is the result? Political impact. Congress became a mass organization. Gandhiji emerged as India's undisputed national leader. Hindu-Muslim unity reached on bits. After this, the unity fallen down. Administrative impact. British acknowledged mass political awakening. Repressive increase, but negatively also begun. The Montagu Chelmsford reforms and many other things. Long-term significance created a new culture of satyagraha and non-violent mass action. Prepared India for the future movement. After that, civil disobedience movement, quit India movement, many movements were take place. So due to this movement, we understand our values, we get to know what we are. So after this movement, Gandhiji decided on 12 February that now this movement is not run. So what we have to do, we have to do cloth making, the charkha, we have to create awareness program, and we have to do many things other. So the era of 1922 to 1930, many changes took place. Okay, before these changes, we also have to understand Montagu-Chelmsford reforms of 1919. In 1919, Montagu-Chelmsford reforms arrived and women got the voting right in this. The diarchy system applied. Okay, at here the reservation of seats 1909 in Morlemento, the reservation of seat is given for the Muslims only. Now the reservation is given for the second, in some areas, and some area for the Europeans also this made. So 1922 to 1913, many changes were took place. Lee Commission set up in 1923. It was known as the Royal Commission on the Superior Civil Services in India. T.B. Sapru, M. Vishwesavariya and Sayyid Hussain Bilgrami were the members of this commission. But a Lee Commission is basically giving fair chances to Indians to participate in ICS exam. So after this, after the First World War, it was decided that Indians were allowed to be in higher post. So 40, 40 and 20, it was the ratio set up that 40% seats for the Indian, 40% seat for the Britishers, and 20% decision we later took out. So Lee Commission is about, it was known as the Royal Commission on the Superior Civil Services. So many times the commission's names also asked by the UPSC and ERA or matching questions arrived. One committee is also very important. Moodyman Committee 1924. Diarchy was a failure, constant conflict between Britishers, reserve officer and the Indian minister. Divided authority led to the administrative confusion. But in 1919 Act, the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, the diarchy system applied. So this Moodyman Committee established to get to understand this diarchy is good or bad. So this commission was set up. Okay. Then 1924 Congress Belgaum session took place. In this Belgaum session, Gandhiji became first time Congress president. So many times the question arises that how many times Gandhiji became president of Congress. So only once he became, and it is in Belgaum session. Okay, but in meanwhile, the suffragist movement is very important for us. Okay, 1922 to 1924, this movement took place within the Congress. But when Gandhiji took this authority that now we have to basically play the charkas and starting the awareness campaign, some leader of Congress want that we are leader, and if we are actively do something, it is good. So we have to enter in British legislation, and we've tried to do the changes from there. So what happened? Formed by the C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, Vittal Bhai Patel, key leader others supporter were the Srinivasa Iyengar, H.N. Kunjuru and S. Satyamurthy. These were the major leader of the suffragist party. What were their strategy? Enter council to wrench the system from the within, known as pro-changer group. This group is known as changers. Okay. And this group was opposed by the no changers, Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru. They were the no changers. Changers want that we enter in British Council and show the actual face of Britishers in front of world and try to make the policies for the behalf of government, behalf of the Indians. So what happened? Worked efficiently inside the legislature, blocked budget proposals, exposed government failures, won majority in multi cities like Calcutta. So many things were going on. The main objective of suffragists enter in legislation council, central and the provincial, obstruct unjust in colonial policies, expose inefficiency of the British Raj, demand greater Indian control over the government, prepare ground for the next mass movement. So beta, due to their hard work, 1923 election they participated. They won the large seat in the provincial council. Vithalbhai Patel became the president of Central Legislature Assembly, first Indian to hold this post. So this was their major successful policy. Okay, after that block repressive policies, they defeated several government proposals, including the Public Safety Bill of 1928. It was a major thing. But this Public Safety Bill, you have to underline, this was the bill, a Public Safety Bill and Trade Dispute Bill. When the discussion on these bills were going on, Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar had thrown the bombs on the legislature. Okay. Government budgetary demands kept the national movement alive. When the mass movement paused, suffragists kept the political agitation active. Strengthened legislature opposition, created a strong and anti-colonial presence inside the council. So many good achievements they got. Okay. So many achievements they got there. Okay, after that Britishers established the Lithgow Commission, 1926. Okay, so many commissions were set up there. The Bardoli Satyagraha took place in 1928. I hope you are aware that the Bardoli women invited Gandhiji, but Gandhiji said that I am little busy. So from my side, I introduce Vallabhbhai Patel there. So Vallabhbhai Patel took the mass participation in this movement, and due to the side of Bardoli women, Gandhiji gave him title of Sardar. Okay, in this moment, All India Kisan Sabha and many other farmers association took place. So this 1922 to 1930 era is very important for us. Many things were going on. And in another hand, the militant revolutionary activities also going on. HRA, Hindustan Republic Association, and many other things were going on. Okay. So if you have to think out something about them, you have to understand that HRA also playing a big role. Hindustan Republic Association, established by the Sachinder Sanyal, and many other active members of this organization was Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah, Rajendra Lahodi, Chandrasekhar Azad. But basically, due to the lack of fund, they basically looted the train in the Kakori, and Kakori conspiracy case arrived, and in this case, Pandit Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah, Rajendra Lahodi got the hanging punishment. Only Chandrasekhar Azad was only person who survived. Okay. Then Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru, and many others persons joined this party. Bhagwati Charan Vohra and many others persons also trained to make the bomb and many things. Durga Bhabi, who was able to kept Bhagat Singh from the Lahore. Okay. So many things were going on in this time, and in this moment you understand that Master Da also have a very big role. Okay. So in Bengal, in Lahore, in many area of UP, the movement were going on. 27 February 1930, Bhagat Singh, 1931, 27 February 1921. So Chandrasekhar Azad, they basically killed himself when he was captured in Alfred Park of Allahabad. And in 1931, 24 March 1931, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru was hanged. So different moments were going on in this time. So finally, in 1919, when the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms took place, Britishers promised Indians that after 10 years, we will send a mission and we get to know that which changes we have to make. So for these changes, statutory commissions was set up, whose head was Sir John Simon. So this commission is known as the Simon Commission. But basically in this commission, there have 7 members totally, but the demand of Indians were there. Why, if you make this commission for the beneficial of Indians, then why no Indian would be kept as a member in this commission? If you want to set up a commission for Indians, let be only 1 or 2 members from the side of India also. So that's why this mission, which set up on 8 November 1927, reached India on 3rd February 1928. It was welcomed with the black flags. Congress, black flags, it was welcome. Congress Madras session 1927 took place. President was M.A. Ansari. Congress in this session decided that we boycott this commission. On another hand, Muslim League session 1927, first by the Jinnah, they said boycott, but second session by the Muhammad Shafi, they said that we support the Simon Commission. Dr. Ambedkar, appointed by the Bombay legislature to support and work with the Simon Commission. So many records of Simon Commission made by the Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. So this Simon Commission was very important, but when this Simon Commission reached Bombay, welcomed with the black flags, Lahore, same thing were going on. And when this movement was going on, Lala Lajpat Rai requested the members of HRA that we have to go to criticize the Simon Commission, but you have to give me one promise that you will never capture your any weapon. So when these publics were going to criticize the Simon Commission, British officers gave the order to lathi charge or stick, use of stick, and by this stick war, basically attack of these sticks, Lala Lajpat Rai became injured and he died. Okay. Every stick which hit on my head, it became nails in the tabut of the corpse of the British government. Okay. So his quotation is very famous. So, okay, this commission reached whole India, and some educated people and many other people supported it, but otherwise most of the India were against it. So what were the suggestions of this commission? This commission suggests that abolition of diarchy, which was took place in 1919 Act, establish representative government, autonomy of provinces, number of Indian members should increase in provincial council, government of India's control on higher court, the high court, separate communal electorates, local legislature in the northwest frontier provinces and Baluchistan. So these were the basic suggestions given by the Simon Commission. But Congress now not ready to work out on these suggestions. Congress needs something different. So what happened after these suggestions? Congress is continuously boycotting it. So what happened at that time? There have one British officer who challenged Congress that you continuously demanding that constitution and many things. If you have got, okay, then made your constitution. If you are able to make your constitution, then I promise you that I will apply. So Lord Birkenhead challenged Congress that make a draft of constitution. If you are able to make it, I promise you to apply. But what happened? Congress needs this option. So Congress made a 10 members committee. Motilal Nehru was the head of this committee, and finally this committee make a draft of constitution and put in front of Britishers side. This is known as the Nehru Committee, and report of this committee known as the Nehru Report. Okay. report of this committee known as the Nehru report. What were the recommendation of these committees, beta? This committee recommendation of dominant status, rejection of separate electorate, 19 fundamental rights, responsible government, complete dissociation of state from the religion. Okay, on another hand, what happened when the Congress demanding this theme? On another hand, Muslim Jinnah also demanded 14 demands for the Britishers in Delhi proposal of Muslim League. December 1917, 1927 it comes, and March 1929, 14 demands of Jinnah took place. Delhi Manifesto, 2nd November 1929, Congress demands from the Lord Irwin. Congress demanded something from the Lord Irwin, that you please release those persons who were arrested by government and try to apply the suggestions of the Nehru report. 1929 Lahore session of Congress took place. President was Jawaharlal Nehru. But the 1929 Lahore historical session of Congress, I hope you all aware that in this session, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru arrived and said, till you don't believe on freedom, no one allowed you freedom. So firstly, in your heart, you have to feel about the freedom. So people said, how we feel it? So Nehruji said that firstly, we have to decide one day and we have to celebrate Independence Day that day and try to get the actual independence. So 26th January announced as day. So 26th January 1930, first time Indian flag was hosted and we feel out that we are independent. Okay. So Lahore session took place. Okay. When this Lahore session took place, after that what happened? Britishers government announced that we want round table conference. Round table conference means that a conference took place in royal compound of Britishers, and in this everyone is invited to come and discuss from the side of India. But Congress decided that we boycott this conference. And in this Lahore session, we decided that we don't want now dominant status as in Nehru report given. Now we want full independence. Okay? We want full independence. Okay? Independence place taken by the members of this party, and these things were going on. Gandhiji presented his 11 demands in front of the Lord Irwin and said that if you not accepted my demand, we will not participate in any conference, anything held by you. So 11 demands he presented. What were the demands were? Prohibited intoxicants, changes the ratio between the rupees and the sterling, reduce the rate of land revenue, abolition of salt tax, reduce the military expenditure, reduce expenditure on civil administration, impose custom duty on foreign cloth, accepting the postal reservation bill, abolish the CID department, release all political prisoners, issue license of arms to citizens for the self-protection. So these were the major demands. But after sending every limit, the last date of acceptance is given, but Lord Irwin is not focused on this demand. No reply from the Irwin side arrived. So when there have no reply arrived, finally the Congress decided to start a civil disobedience movement. Civil disobedience movement. So beta, from Sabarmati Ashram, Gandhiji announced that from Sabarmati I start a movement, start a journey, and I will came back Sabarmati again when India got independence. So I hope you all know that after that Gandhiji unable to reach Sabarmati again, because in this moment India unable to get the freedom. So Gandhiji established a new ashram in Kheda. Okay. So this is the major issue. So Dandi March, Gandhiji started on 12 March 1930. But March means a group travel, 78 people traveling with Gandhiji. So 1 plus 78, 79 people were together. So 12 March 1930 start. and 5th April 1930 they reached Champaran, sorry, they reached Dandi, and on 6th April this movement start. So this movement is to break the British law. Because beta, they have a one law made by the Britishers that no Indian allowed to make salt without the permission of Britishers. So at here, this moment is about it. Okay, so before starting the movement, Gandhiji sent a letter to Viceroy that from that day, that time I start civil disobedience. So what you have to do, you can do. So Gandhiji reached Dandi and break down the salt law. So now Gandhiji said, because Gandhiji again doesn't want to do the mistake of non-corporation, so Gandhiji said, lawyer can give a practice if they have resource to survive. If you have no resource to survive, please don't let your practice. But if you have resource, you can live out. Wherever possible, break salt law. If you're living in an area where the sea is near, so go and break the salt law. Refuse to pay tax if strength. If you have power that after the pressure of Britishers, you can survive. So try to neglect the British taxation. Public can boycott, lockout, follow local leaders if Gandhiji arrested. If because Gandhiji know very well that as the Britishers get to know about this movement, they firstly arrest Gandhiji. So if Gandhiji arrested in your local area, the Congress leader, support him. In Tamil Nadu, C. Rajagopalachari marched Tiruchirappalli to the Vandariyan. In Malabar, K. Kalappan, Vaikum Satyagraha started. Odisha, Gopal Bandhu Chaudhary in Balasore and Katak. Bihar, Ambika Khan Sinha took the salt team and reached to the Nakhas pond and make the salt there. At here, the Chokidari tax also started. No, Chokidari tax, okay, moment is going on. But basically, Chokidari tax at here for the safety of the village. So now people decided that now we not pay any tax to Britishers, so no Chokidari tax movement also start. But this movement was historically very active in Peshawar. The Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, which people also known as Simant Gandhi or also called Frontier Gandhi, he was active there. He had one association known as Khudai Khidmatgar. His association name is Khudai Khidmatgar. Khudai Khidmatgar. But people of this movement wore red kurti. So this movement is also known as red kurti movement. So people sometimes call it red kurti movement. You have to underline it. Okay. So this movement is very historical that time. Red kurti movement. Okay. Women of this society want black dress. Okay. So Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, he was the person who demanded to separate state of NWFP, Northwest Frontier Provinces, okay? And there have one place in Nagaland where a small girl took, 13 years small girl took the charge of the movement when her brother was arrested, Rani Gadinliu. That girl name is Gadinliu, but Nehruji called him Rani Gadinliu and said that one day people will remember her and love her. But what are the bullshit for us? Most of the people not know her name. Rani Gadinliu, okay? So what happened after this, when this movement was reached on peak, Lord Irwin suddenly understand, oh, Gandhiji sent 11 demands to me. Okay, it is time to meet Gandhiji. So he called Gandhiji that you please come and meet. But before this 1930, first roundtable conference was took place, but Congress is boycotting it. So now without the Congress, how can they discuss anything? So finally Lord Irwin decided to meet Gandhiji and he welcomed Gandhiji and discussions on many things were going on. So finally Lord Irwin is ready to release all the political arrested people. But before, I hope you are aware when this meeting was took place. It is known as the Delhi Pact. 5 March 1931 it took place. Delhi Pact. 5 March 1931. So on this pact, before this pact, Gandhiji, people requested Gandhiji that before the release of Bhagat Singh, you don't agree with any proposal. But Gandhiji tried to discuss about the Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, and Rajguru, but Irvin said that if you discuss about them, then no discussion would be take place. So finally, Gandhiji surrendered his demand, and all political leaders were released. And they requested Gandhiji that you stop this movement and please come England. So by the INS Rajputana, Gandhiji reached England. Okay, and when he was coming on the steps of Buckingham Palace, the opposition leader Winston Churchill compared Gandhiji as half-nude sant. Why our government is giving huge values to this half-nude sant? And it was total disrespect with the Gandhiji. But Gandhiji decided that I will not take part actively there, but after 1 month I will came back to India. Where Gandhiji came back India, whole the movement was ended. So Gandhiji started this movement again, but Gandhiji arrested and sent to jail. He was arrested in Pune Yerwada jail. Okay. So these things were going on. Then 1932, the third roundtable conference also ended. So after this 3 roundtable conference, there have only 1 active members in all 3 conference. It was Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So by his request, British government, Lord Birkenhead, presented a proposal. It is about the, this proposal is basically known as the separate electorate for the SC/STs. Okay. So Gandhiji, when listened this news, he was unhappy with it, and he sat on life and did hunger strike. But this proposal is known as MacDonald Award, okay, or separate seat reservation for the SC and ST. Okay. So Gandhiji was in jail that time. So finally, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, J.B. Kriplani, and many other leaders requested Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar to sign an agreement. So finally, on 24 September 1932, an agreement took place between the Gandhiji and Dr. Ambedkar. This is known as the Pune Pact. This agreement known as the Pune Pact. Okay, so you have to understand it. Pune Pact took place. And in this, Gandhiji said that if you need the separate electorate, you please leave your demand. And if you want that from Congress seat, we will reserve the seats for you. So Dalits would not have a separate electorate but remain within the Hindus' general electorate. Increase reserve seat of the depressed class. Seat for the depressed class, which were previously 71. Now it increased to 148. The provincial legislature. Joint electorate with the reserve seat. Dalit to be elected through the joint electorate. But only Dalit voters would decide the panel of candidate via primary election. So Dalits were able to choose their members whom they want to vote. Central legislature reservation, 18% reservation for the depressed class in the central legislature. So finally all the balls which Ambedkarji want for the SC/ST they got. Fair representation in the public services, a separate provision for the ensure the adequate representation in depressed class in the government jobs. Educational grants, government agreed to spend a fixed sum annually to the development of depressed class. So these were the Pune Pact's main event, that in Pune Pacts many things were discussed. So beta in Pune, after the Pune Pact, situation changed a lot. After that, after the Pune Pact, Gandhiji came back to active politics when he released from the jail, And after releasing from there, Gandhiji started a Harijan reform movement. All India Depressed Class Association established, and All India Depressed Class Federation established, one by the Gandhiji and one by the Dr. Ambedkar, and all persons are working for the development of, yeah, basically uplift of the Harijans. So these things were going on. So after 1932, there have when the Congress is working from this side, some changes took place in another front. 1935, on the suggestions of Simon Commission, British government passed a bill known as Indian Government Act 1935. In this act, directly on state level now ended, and directly on central it was made. Bicameral system announced, and basically in this act they have a provision for the central bank, the RBI established. They have a provision for the federal court, the federal court established. Previously they have the high courts of basically the people called them Supreme Court, but later they become High Court of Calcutta, Chennai and Bombay. They were established. Now the federal court established in Delhi. Today we know this court as the Supreme Court of India. Okay, so federal court established, many other provisions made. They have a provision to make All India Federation, in which the British 11 states and all the provincials would made, provincial states were made equal, and All India Federation were made by the princely state combination, but princely state denied to participate in it. Okay, so many changes took place. The duties or provision subjects were divided in 3 lists: union list, state list and concurrent list. Okay, so many provisions took place in this act. If we talk about in a political manner, currently nearby 235 articles of Indian constitutions inspired directly from the 1935 British Government Act. So this act is very important for us, because in this act many provisions took place. Okay, so you have to understand it. One thing is also there that okay, so when this act passed, and it decided that on behalf of it, elections should be take place. So 1937, the provincial election took place. It was the election of 11 provinces, and you surprise, out of 11 provinces, Congress got majority in 5 states. In 3 states, Congress made government with the help of the coalition of other parties. So out of 8 out of 11, 8 out of 11 states, Congress got power. So it is totally against the Muslim League's ego, and now Jinnah, who think that he would got a very heavy position, now realize that if Congress got any position, he get nothing, because Muslim League is not in position to achieve a big thing. So Congress got majority in 8 states out of 11. And in many areas, just like Govind Vallabh Pant become the Prime Minister of UP, that time known as the United Provinces. So in many areas, Congress PMs were, that time the head of state is known as the Prime Minister, so Prime Ministers were appointed. So it was the major victory of Congress. But what happened in 1939, the Second World War started, and before discussion with the Congress, British government put India in war. So Indian government, Congress is not happy with this decision. But you don't want to discuss with us, but please tell to us now that India should be participate in the world war. So before discussing us, you put India on world war, it is not good. So that reason Congress stand against the Britishers. And when the Congress stand against the Britishers, but Britishers is not responding well, so finally Congress member decided to give the resign. So Congress members resign after the 28 months government, but in this 28 month Congress shown the actual face of welfare government. So people were happy with this 28 months task. So 28th month Congress ruled. Okay. So when the Congress member give the resign, Muslim League and Ambedkar ji celebrated it as the Mukti Divas. Sometime you have to focus on the Mukti Day, the Mukti Divas. So this Mukti Divas was celebrated by the Congress and other one. Okay. Then what happened? Britishers actually want to take the side from the Congress, the acceptance of Congress. So they firstly firstly basically they sought and Lord Linlith go to discuss with the Congress. Okay, many discussions were took place. For these discussions and British Act, I will make a separate video, so don't be worried. All the British policies were there. Okay. So after that, Congress decided that individual movement took place 17 October 1940. When the World War II began, 1939, India was dragged into the war without the consulting Indians. Congress minister resigned 1939. Okay, this at here you have to highlight Mukti Divas also. British refused to give dominant status or freedom. Gandhiji did not want a mass movement. He wanted a limited movement, because he know very well that this time, if we start a big movement, then the Britishers' face also change. So we have to start a individual movement. And for the opposed of the war, non-voluntary, avoided violence or communal tension, demonstrated India's right to free speech. So main objective of this movement was to protest peacefully against the Indian force involvement in the World War II, to affirm Indian rights to freedom of the speech and expression, to avoid a mass confrontations during the war. Gandhiji avoided mass movement initially to show world opinion that India opposed fascism but wanted freedom from the British rule. Because we are not in sport of the Hitler and Mussolini or fascist power, but that's why we are not starting a big movement against Britishers, but we want our freedom back. That's why we started a movement against them. Vinoba Bhave chosen as Gandhiji as the first Satyagrahi. Jawaharlal Nehru arrested after the publicly opposition war, and Brahmdatt was the third Satyagrahi. So sometimes the name of Satyagrahi is also asked by the examiner to you, that who were the Satyagrahi and how the Satyagraha took place. So beta, this video is about 1940 to 19, sorry, this video is about the period of 1915 to 1940, till the Gandhiji's presence arrived and the things were changed. In next video, we will discuss about how the things were changed, how basically Gandhiji now started the Quit India movement, what were the things happened before the Quit India movement, and many other things we discuss. Okay? If you like this video, please be share with your friend. In next video, I will come with a different topic. Okay? Thanks a lot. And if you like this video, please subscribe our channel and share with your friend. Thank you.